Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Cliff here. Today I am actually taking a look at the Beetronix Swarm pedal. It's a really fun, very weird, interesting, unique octave fuzz harmonizer, weird crazy pedal. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. The gear that I'm using is a Fender Blues Junior amp, and that's a very clean amp, and just this guitar that I have with humbucking pickups, just a really clean tone, but with the pedal on, it's just so crazy. It just sounds like this right off the bat. Really, really cool, really weird too. Obviously, you might not be able to use this in too many applications, but when you can use it, it really shines. It'll make your sound pop out and people might go, wow, what the heck is that? That just sounds so crazy, so bananas, right? That's Beetronix for you. Their whole pedal line is very strange. Let's talk a little bit about this pedal and actually what it does, because it has a lot of different controls, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit confusing. It definitely confused me a little bit. Essentially what it does is it turns your sound into a square wave, which is a very harsh wave, a very harsh sound wave, right? It's either like a hard on-off kind of thing. It turns your signal into a square wave, and then it multiplies and divides the frequency of that wave, giving you 9 different possible harmonies within 2 different octaves. So that's pretty wild. That's just the most wild description right off their website. Modulation is then applied to the harmonies, making them go from a nearly perfect tracking harmony to a wild and uncontrollable swarm of mad bees. So quite the description right off the bat. Taking a look, the way that the pedal is laid out, we have Queen, we have Drone, we have the Species, we have Flight, Worker, and Sting. Of course, an on and off switch here and a master volume on the side. The Worker sets the level of your input signal. So if we wanted more dry sound, we would crank that up and it would sound like this. It is kind of mean. It's really cool sounding. But if we took that Worker and we cranked it all the way up, it would sound like this. Whoa, that's also really cool with clearly none of that dry signal in there. Yeah, man, I couldn't pass this pedal up. It's just so freaking weird. I think for the rest of the example, I'm gonna put the Worker in the middle so we can kind of hear how that sounds. Now, the Species knob allows you to pick between 9 different harmonies. Let's just kind of go through all of them real quick, starting at 1. Whoa, that's crazy. I love that weird sustained slow down and stop kind of feel. That's freaking bananas. Okay, let's go to the next harmony. Let's just go through all these. Whoa, dude. Number 3. Whoa, I really like that one a lot. Okay, number 6. Cool. Number 7. So they're all just different octaves, octave harmonies, which all sound actually really good. Let's see what that last 2 sound like. And finally, number 9. The thing that I think I love the most about it, though you might not be able to use this too often, maybe in a live setting, because it's kind of hard to control, like that description of the pedal said. But when I was in the first couple of harmonies, it had this crazy thing where the note ended. Yeah, that craziness, which sounds so sick. That actually sounds really cool, but not if you wanted to have like a staccato stop in your song or something like that. Obviously, that would go through and everybody in the band would stare at you and be like, what the hell, dude? So, okay, let me go back to like 5. So the Queen and the drone set the levels for each of the harmonies, and they also stay 1 octave apart from each other. If I bring them down, but leave it on 5, it sounds like this. And of course, that will change depending on whatever octaves you're using. So now, this pedal sounds absolutely mean and crazy with chords. I think it really shines when trying to do solos or single notes, especially something with a tempo like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Though, of course, you could slow it down, but with chords, it kind of sounds a little bit less controllable, in my opinion. Just gets muddy, jumbled. But if you kick that on for a solo or a lead part, that's where the pedal would really sound absolutely killer. Every time I play this thing, my dog keeps staring at me from the other room like, what the hell are you doing? By the way, if you're enjoying this video, take just a second to please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you so much, and I think the bees would too. And finally, we have the flight and the sting controls, which control the modulation. They are highly reactive. So if I barely move something, you'll hear a mega difference. For instance, let me just hit 1 note. I almost get like a Brian May kind of feel. You know, something like that. Okay, and then if I move the sting. Whoa, it's doing that really crazy decay, even though I'm on a harmony that was an 8. Before, it was not doing that. It was only doing that in the first couple of harmonies. But because I moved the sting, it drastically changes the modulation of the pedal. Highly affects that harmonic octave. Oh, there's a lot of weird, crazy terminology going on with this pedal. I'm not gonna lie, it's extremely complicated. I feel like once you understand it, it's okay, but it could be overwhelming to somebody who's just picking this up like, wow, I don't know what this does. The words that they use to describe each thing are like, how are you supposed to know what the, you know, worker and sting and flight do? You're just like moving knobs and hoping for the best. But when you find something that's super sick, leave that shit because it sounds awesome. Overall, I think this is an awesome pedal, but I'm interested to know what you think. Let me know in the comments because it is a weird one, though super fun. Like, I could find myself sitting in front of this pedal for literally hours, just messing around, getting cool sounds, really making my solos pop out in a mix or something like that. The construction is great. The design is great. The overall aesthetic of it, it grabs my attention. The color scheme of it, it just looks so cool. I honestly give this pedal a 9 out of 10. The only reason I didn't give it a 10 out of 10 is because, again, you might not be able to use it in all applications, but it's, for what it does, it's just so unique and interesting, and not just your typical overdrive or octave fuzz or even octave harmonic oscillator. It's kind of a one-of-a-kind pedal. It's super cool. If you're interested in checking out any of the other pedals that I've recently checked out, check out these videos here. If you liked this video, do me a huge favor, give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, because I'm gonna be bringing you more really cool gear that I find. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Cliffhanger, and I'll see you guys the next time that I see ya. Have a good one.